Tommy is losing his grip in Power Book 4 Force Season 3. He basically started a war in Episode 2, and not only Gennard, but also Diamond is unhappy with his moves. He is too harsh, too impulsive, and honestly, sometimes fails in delivering his message in the most effective way, as we saw in Episode 2. Unfortunately, Episode 3 won't be better for Tommy in any ways, as he will be surrounded by even the people whom he trusts the most. So, let's talk about it. Episode 3, which is titled There Is Always a Price to Pay, is setting up to be the episode that will establish the main conflict of this season, which is Tommy and Diamond's fractured relationship. Here is how the synopsis reads. As Tommy does damage control with allies, Diamond and Gennard devise a plan to deal with D-Mac, and Vic plots his next move. I mean, as synopsis goes, I have to admit this one is pretty vague. Still, when we combine it with all the clues that we have been fed with behind the scenes, I think we exactly know what will happen. First of all, I think we can all agree that Flynns are no longer a thing that are worth to even talk about. Like, they are basically ruined. They lost Vic as he is now Tommy's puppy. And thanks to him, Claudia is also under the pressure of Tommy as well. In fact, I genuinely believe she will switch sides pretty soon. I mean, think about this. She is constantly under death threat. She lost everything she cared about, and there is basically nothing Stacy's team can offer to her that would allow her to have a safe and peaceful life. Tommy, however, can truly save her. In fact, do not be surprised if Claudia herself goes to Tommy and asks for his help. Like, I doubt Tommy will have to try hard to convince her to switch sides. That's how unstable she looks. That being said, this also means that Stacy's case is basically off the board. I mean, what does she has in her hand to go after Tommy? She lost Vic, she will lose Claudia, and now she is getting a divorce because of this case as well. Like, how long it will take for her to realize that this case will cost her her life and that it is not worth it? She will be the victim of her own ambition at this point, which is sad. When it comes to Vic, you might remember that in the promo, we saw Tommy implying that he is done with him. At first, I assumed that he was going to kill him, but as the season progressed, I changed my mind. I think he will let Vic go as he thinks he is useless now. Like, Vic can play the both sides for only so long. So, I get where Tommy is from, but knowing Tommy, I'd also be surprised if he eventually would not kill him off. Sooner or later, the ending is near for Vic. But all these things aside, the most important thing in Episode 2 was Tommy launching a war against Marcus Cartel by blowing up their warehouse and killing their man. I don't know about you guys, but at first, I really liked these scenes. They were pretty badass, and Tommy looked pretty confident doing all these. But, not gonna lie, now that we watched the entire episode, I think it is clear that this war will cause a lot of issues within the CBI. With such impulsive and aggressive news, he is basically losing the trust of his men, because these men require comradeship, a true leader, rather than a man who keeps ordering them what to be in the most vulgar way possible. And on that note, I have to admit, Gennard is shining. Like, don't get me wrong. Just like a lot of you guys, I am also not a fan of this man. But he knows his way around people, and I respect that. Even though he is not a leader at his heart, he sure plays the part well. And this causes Diamond to actually listen to him. Like, ask yourself this. When you put Tommy and Gennard side by side, with their actions in Episode 2, who would you be more inclined to listen to? To me, it is very much understandable why Diamond prefers Gennard's input rather than Tommy's these days. And this friction between Diamond and Tommy will grow in the upcoming episode as well. First of all, Diamond wants D-Mac killed, which is still crazy to me. Thankfully, Gennard wants to keep him alive, but how long can we trust Gennard? More important than that, how long can Gennard keep this demand of Diamond as a secret from Tommy? Clearly, Gennard wants the partnership between Tommy and Diamond to be ruined. So, to achieve that, he will spill the tea to Tommy the moment he gets the opportunity. At the same time, he will continue to talk to Diamond regarding how much he does not approve of Tommy's actions. And unfortunately, he will succeed in breaking these two men apart. Regarding D-Mac's future, it seems like Diamond will change tactics to kill him eventually. He will push D-Mac into this war, and will hope that he will die in the battle. I know, it sounds extremely brutal, but let me ask you, how else can he get rid of D-Mac without Tommy noticing what he has been up to? He needs to make sure D-Mac is gone without making an enemy of Tommy, and it is a hard task. But this war is an amazing opportunity, and D-Mac is about to get a very important role in it. For more weekly updates, discussions, and analysis on Power Book 4 Force Season 3, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.